All right, welcome to Video Spotlight. My name is Taylor, and this is Liz, the short one. And we're the producers of the show. The things you'll hear over the next 58 minutes represent the views of Video Spotlight and the people making them. All opinions and quotations in no way represent River West Radio and are the sole responsibility of the producer, guests, and callers. River West Radio is not liable for any legal issues arising from the content of this program.
Okay.
All right, so this episode, or session, or
On today's episode, tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion
of Baywatch.
Slow motion running. It's the only reason to watch that show ever.
Affording softcore porn to teens everywhere.
Well, you know, it's better. It's almost as good as USA's old Up at Night.
Yeah. Well, now they got Skinamax, so if you have Cinemax late at night, it becomes Skinamax.
Yeah, but you have to pay for extra for Cinemax, so.
True.
Okay, so on the topic, today's show is about one of the most iconic writer, director, producer, stars in the past 20 years.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Kevin Smith.
And Jason Mewes.
Yes, but Jason Mewes doesn't really write anything. He's more there, you know, to support.
Who cares? He's in it. He's in all of the whole series, the whole...
He's even in Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which is another Kevin Smith movie. Did you know
but
that?
it's not part of the Clerks series.
True, but it's still a Kevin Smith movie.
All right. It's more or less a cult series now, if you will. I started with Clerks 1, which was the one and only one done in black and white, which I thought was a pretty good touch.
Well, I think they did it in black and white because they couldn't afford color. It's cheap, it's grainy, it was a student film project.
True.
And it was shot in a in a gas station, pretty much.
Well, convenience store.
Yeah.
They didn't pump gas.
True. It was shot at the Quick Stop.
Right. Which was like 2 doors over from the video store.
It was 1 door over from the video store where Randall worked. It was
right.
The same little cinder block strip mall thingy.
So the show really centers around Dante and Randall, who are just low-level peons and
slackers
in the work environment. No, Jay and Silent Bob were the slackers.
Well,
these guys actually had
Gen
a job.
X slacker, meaningless, dead-end job.
Yeah. And
I'm not even supposed to be there today.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here today.
Sounds like me every day.
My favorite part of it was when Randall's talking to Dante, and he's like, "Hey, you ever wonder what this middle door goes to?"
That was not in the original release. That was one of the outtakes.
Was it? Oh, well, either way, doesn't matter. It was there. It happened. Nonetheless, I still want to know what the hell was through that door. Maybe Clerks 3 will solve that issue. I doubt it, but...
It was the terrorists.
Right.
Okay, so...
The next movie in the set would be Mallrats.
Excellent movie. Mm-hmm. Introduced most of the world to, oh crap, what's his name? My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
Jason Lee.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Hi, would you like some chocolate-covered peanuts?
Pretzels.
Pretzels, whatever.
Would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel, Mr. Svenning?
Yeah.
Which is
the
a
Nazi of mall cops.
No. Mr. Svenning was not the mall cop. He was TJ's girlfriend's father.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or TS, not TJ. Yeah. Who did not want them to be together. And was producing the really bad rip-off Truth or Date show.
Yeah.
At the mall.
Eating candy, sorry.
You're such a bad person. You shouldn't do that on air.
Well, I could be drinking beer or something on air.
No, you can't. No alcohol allowed.
No, it just says no bottle that says alcohol on it. If I peel the label off, then it doesn't say alcohol on it.
Yeah, but then you'd have to buy alcohol.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work for you.
I got some at home.
Meh. Okay, so, Mallrats.
All right. Well, real quick, before we jump to Mallrats, actually, I want to backtrack a little bit. What's your favorite part of Clerks?
Oh.
And if you steal mine, I'll beat you with a microphone.
I love the entire movie, but honestly, between the hockey game on the roof,
okay,
the discussion of the Death Star with the contractor, and his ex-girlfriend doinking the dead guy in the bathroom.
Damn it, you stole my favorite one.
I think that's everybody's favorite part of that movie. I mean,
Probably.
who wouldn't want to see their ex who, screwed them over have something like that happen?
What was it, like 35?
37. It's
Yeah,
37.
counting Dante, that's right.
Yeah, and Snowball,
Oh, yeah, and the snowball.
who is actually the co-writer and producer of all those movies.
Oh, we have a guest star on the show here. Somebody's little dog.
Okay, so,
Who then promptly left.
yes. Good, because otherwise I'd start sneezing.
You have a cat.
Yeah. Dogs and cats are different. Different dander.
It's still pet dander.
Okay, so Clerks.
Well, okay, yeah, his ex-girlfriend screwing the dead guy in the bathroom, who, for some reason, they let him borrow a porno magazine, so you can imagine how she was able to screw him.
Well, it was also like 5 hours later, which is when rigor mortis starts to set in.
I didn't know inflation happened unless it had already started, but all right. Well, I mean, if you want to get technical about it, it's the blood is flowing to there. When a person dies, the heart stops, so the blood doesn't flow back out.
Oh, we're not going to get into the technicalities of how one maintains an erection after death.
I've told you how I wanted to die, right?
No, I don't want. We are not
Oh,
talking
it's so
about that on
great.
radio.
Oh, come
We're
on.
not talking
All right.
about that on the radio.
Just to knock this out of the way real quick, anybody can call in. If you'd like to call in, the number is 414-935-2951. That's 414-935-2951. Please call. We have yet to ever have a caller. We want a caller. Call.
Okay, so Clerks.
And call now. Damn it. Okay. So, yeah, there's that one. And then,
Mallrats.
well, no, I'm trying
your
to see if there's
favorite
another
parts.
scene in there that I like, but I think the two I mentioned are pretty much it.
I always did like the Chuli's gum guy too.
Chuli's gum guy?
The guy that gets everybody to start pelting Dante with cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Cancer merchant, cancer merchant.
Oh, no. The scene where he sells the little girl a pack
That
of
was Randall that
cigarettes.
sold the
Or
little
Randall,
girl.
yeah. That was good, too.
Yeah.
That was classic. So, okay, now we're going to jump back ahead to Mallrats. My favorite scene, Silent Bob is, what do you call it when you go on zipping. He's ziplining across the mall, and you just hear Jay go, "Fly, fat ass, fly."
No, he wasn't ziplining. He was actually like tethered and swinging.
Either way.
And then he crashes through the billboard for Popular Girl. And catches, what's the actor? I forget her name, but catches the chick.
Oh, changing, yeah. That's
For the
right.
second time.
That's great. Didn't he wind up like dating her at the end of that movie too, or something like that?
No.
I could have swore he was like standing with her.
Well, they were all standing together, but
True. Yeah.
my favorite parts in that movie all revolve around the line, what, like the back of a Volkswagen?
That was pretty good.
Yes. The nefarious plot to screw my girlfriend in a very uncomfortable place. What, like the back of a Volkswagen? You gotta love the fact that Brian Halloran is in every single Kevin Smith movie. Or guy who played Dante.
Yeah. In fact, actually, he was just on Comic Book Guys too.
Yep.
Kevin Smith. I didn't see him on that episode, but
Kevin Smith is on every episode of Comic Book Guys.
I didn't see him.
It's his store.
But Dante was there.
Yeah. I wonder if he works as a clerk there.
He was behind the counter.
Hey, could be.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. I wonder if he tells Kevin Smith that ever.
Oh, I would. Or I'd be so sick of the damn line that I would just try and kill somebody.
Calls him in. Hey man, I need you to come in and cover for so and so.
But I've got a hockey game at 2.
No, well, I need you to come in. Dang it. Comes in. You know I'm not even supposed to be in
I
today.
just closed last night.
He didn't even have a replacement ever at the store. He
Well,
worked like the whole freaking day.
The boss was said he would cover him. He would come in that afternoon, but the boss went on vacation.
I don't know.
and the other guy called in sick.
That's messed up.
Hey, I've worked at a place like that. It is demented.
So then after Mallrats, we have Chasing Amy. Kind
Not
of
the best.
his little drama version of the ratings, right?
Oh.
Clerks, what would you rate it?
4.5.
I gave it a 4. Mallrats,
4.5. It's one of my favorites.
I think I gave it like a 3 or a 4.
I think you gave it a 3.5.
Was it? Yeah, sounds about right.
I'm kind of a dick like that.
All right, well, we'll do the ratings at the end of each one too.
Yeah. Okay, so Chasing Amy.
You know, I don't really remember much of that movie. I think I fell asleep partway through.
It wasn't a bad movie, although the best part of the movie was when Jason Lee's character realized that they were in a lesbian bar.
Oh yeah.
And then starts
okay.
comparing war wounds with the chick that Ben Affleck was with, Amy.
Yeah, which was played alongside.
Oh, Ben Affleck played the guy.
Well, no, I mean his girlfriend.
Oh, Joey something.
Yeah.
She was the same chick from Mallrats.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Smith apparently keeps casting the same people over and over.
Well, they got
and
a good
over
crew
again.
going, so you know it works out. I mean,
Yeah.
Ben Affleck makes multiple appearances in movies.
So does Matt Damon.
Jason Lee.
Matt Damon.
Both, Kevin Smith is himself and Jason Mewes are in, I think, every single one of them, starting from Mallrats all the way across.
No, they were in Clerks too.
No, I know. Well, I mean, starting Clerks and then
Yeah.
going all the way across is what I meant to say.
They were the They were the only reoccurring characters.
That made constant appearances.
Yeah.
And by the way, for the record, I'm pretty sure that Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is out of timeline. It's supposed to happen between Chasing Amy and Dogma. Because the comic book is called Chasing Dogma.
Yeah.
And the word chasing is done in the same letters as Chasing Amy, and Dogma is, Dogma, it's one word, so.
Technically, Mallrats happens before Clerks.
True.
So, because Mallrats, Brandy Svenning ends up on the show because the girl died that day, and Clerks, they go to the funeral and Randall knocks over the casket.
Classic.
You know, I have friends like that.
Yeah. Well, what would you rate Chasing Amy?
I'd give it a 3. It is.
I gave it a 2.
It is a solid movie.
Chick flick.
Eh,
It was too much of a chick flick. It's okay. It's like what's that movie? Punch Drunk Love.
never saw that.
No. It's basically a chick flick comedy with Adam Sandler, and the only best scene is when he's being followed by the phone sex girl and her little couple of guys or whatever, and they ram into his car, and his girlfriend, who's like way older than him, is like bleeding. He gets out, grabs a tire iron, beats the crap out of them, then hands one guy the tire iron, gets back in his car, and they leave. It was just fucking hilarious.
Okay. Mouth.
Yeah, dang it. Well, it wouldn't be a good show if I didn't cuss at least once and be reminded not to.
It wouldn't be a show if you failed to cuss without me going, hey, I'm gonna make you a swear jar.
That thing would be filled up before I even made it onto the show.
Exactly. Well, only for when you're on the show.
I'd fill it up on purpose and then just never put money in there. Because it all comes back to me anyways, so, Yes.
I was thinking we'd donate it.
To me, right. Gotcha.
No. You're not a charity. You're a charity case. You're just not a charity.
That's why a charity case. That's why I get charity.
Okay, so next after Chasing Amy came Dogma.
Dogma, probably one of the better in the series.
I
thought.
love that movie. I was raised Catholic, so to me it's just freaking hilarious.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon play a couple of rogue angels, Loki and Bartholomew or some crap like that.
Bartholomew, yes.
Yeah. And they got cast out of heaven because Bartholomew, who's played by Ben Affleck, decided not to do what God told him to do.
No. Bartholomew got Loki drunk.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Loki was the angel of death.
That's right, yeah. And
he gave God the finger.
so they got cast out of heaven, and then they found out about the
And then they end up
centennial
in
thing.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. They find out about the centennial thing, and that's their hopes of getting back.
Plenary indulgence, you were forgiven all sins.
Right, and so you can get back into heaven, which therefore would unmake the decree of God, therefore ending all existence.
God as played by Alanis Morissette.
Right, who obviously God is supposed to be infallible, so if you can prove God wrong, it ends all existence.
Which makes sense. I did love Alan Rickman as the Metatron.
Yeah.
He's just so straight-laced.
Oh, and then who else was in that? The other angel dude.
Chris Rock.
What,
He
right?
wasn't an angel,
No,
he was
an
the 13th apostle.
He's like,
And-
look, I even got a note. It says, like, I owe you $5, CJ.
Well, no.
Dude,
Rufus,
his man
see
piece
you
is
in
rubbing
3
inside
years.
your armor.
Rufus, see you in 3 years. Imagine how that feels, knowing exactly when you're going to die.
Right?
Oh my God, you were martyred? That's one way to put it. Another way to put it would be to say I was killed by big frickin' rocks.
But,
The best, honestly, one of the more fun things about that movie is when they're traveling from Milwaukee to Jersey, aside from George Carlin being the cardinal,
yeah.
is they decide to get rid of the false idol of Mubi, the golden calf.
Shoot everybody except the chick in the office, who, because she didn't say bless you when Loki sneezed, Loki almost blew her away as well.
Well, you know.
And then Bartholomew, you just hear him, Loki.
But it's the fact that it's this
He even offers
massive...
her gum first,
Yeah.
before he's about to
Would you
shoot
like a
her.
piece of gum?
Which she politely took. She didn't say thank you or bless you or none of that, but almost got her head blown off.
Well, he killed sinners. That was his job.
But not saying bless you isn't a sin.
True.
It's just rude.
But I do love why Jay and Silent Bob were hanging outside the abortion clinic.
Pick up chicks, because if they're going to an abortion clinic, you know they have sex.
Yep.
However, that is not advisable as a way to pick up women. I'm sure it's probably very emotionally traumatizing, and if I ever hear of anybody doing it, it'll be put on my bad list really quickly.
That's why you get a job in one of those places, because then you have their information and can look them up a week later.
Oh, so you stalk them then? Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
let's
say
give
anything
people that
made stalking
advice.
cool.
Yeah, that would have made stalking kind of cool if they had portrayed that on the movie.
Jason Lee, again, only this time as Aziraphale, the fallen angel,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and Selma Hayek as,
Muse.
Serendipity.
They have no genitals in this movie, and they prove it.
Yes, multiple times.
They look like Ken dolls. Or Barbie, depending.
It's all the same. They're just neuter.
Right. What would you rate it?
Oh, I have to give it a 4.5 just for the freaking Catholicism and the Buddy Christ.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at him.
Buddy
Doesn't he
Christ.
just pop?
I gave it a 4, and mostly because this entire movie, Jay, his only goal is to basically nail the descendant of Jesus Christ. And in the end, when
Jesus' great grandniece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Bethany's part black. They got in so much trouble with the Catholic Church because of that movie.
oh, I know they banned it. The Catholic Church banned any of their followers from ever watching it.
Oh, I got my mom to watch it. I think she was a little upset.
They unbanned it in the end when the previous pope.
John Paul.
Yeah.
Pope John Paul.
Yeah,
the
he at
20
least
billion.
had a sense of humor. He liked the movie. He like promoted it.
Yeah, but the new pope, you know, he was Hitler Youth.
Yeah,
But he does wear that nice pointy hat.
that's true. The hat's worth more than any building I've ever lived in.
And you have to love the fact that God likes to go to the Jersey seashore and play skee ball.
Dressed up as an old guy.
Just randomly dressed up.
But no, at the very end of the movie, just before, you know, they were able to stop the angels from, or they were able to free God from her
Yeah.
earthly embodiment,
Her coma.
Jay starts stripping down because he's going to nail, you know, the descendant of...
You said if the world was gonna end, we'd do it.
And,
Are you
yeah.
gonna lay here all comatose like that John Doe Jersey guy over there?
Yeah, and then that's when she realizes who God is, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, so I
And
rated-
God knocks her up.
Yeah. No.
that be-
It wasn't God. It was the voice of God.
No. God,
Yes, because he put his hand on her stomach.
Well,
and
it was the
poof,
voice of God
she
that
was
knocked up
pregnant.
Mary, too, so...
Exactly.
Wow, that's incestuous.
In theory, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, all right.
A little creepy.
It's enough generations removed. I'm sure there wouldn't be any genetic side effects. Albinism. 4 eyes.
Okay. Dork.
6 arms. Sorry about that. 3 eyes.
Okay, you can stop that now.
All right, but no, and so yeah, I gave it a 4 just because Jason Mewes through that whole freaking movie, his only goal, no other goal, his only goal is to get laid.
Well, I love why they ended up in Chicago anyhow. Because they were looking for Shermer, or no, they ended up in McHenry, Illinois, because they were looking for Shermer.
Yeah, they're trying to find a fictional place in order to sell their pot.
The fictional place from the John Hughes movie.
Yeah. And turned out there wasn't such a place, as they found out the hard way. And in Jay's words on that, man, we came here just to make ourselves some profits.
I could have stayed in Jersey and made myself a profit.
Yeah, and then voila, that started off the whole thing with those 2 morons getting involved.
Just imagine if they were wrong, if she picked the wrong guys.
Oh, I know, right?
What gear are you in? Gear? That is why you don't let an idiot drive a stick shift car.
Yeah, right. All right, so moving on to the next one, which would be Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yay!
Probably my favorite movie out of the whole thing.
We gotta go save my ex-girlfriend who was killed in a car explosion's monkey.
Yeah. A couple idiots get duped into getting tangled up in a diamond heist by a bunch of con
the
girls.
beginning of the movie is they find out the comic book
Oh, yeah, there's a comic book
from
rendition.
Chasing Amy
and
got
and,
optioned by Miramax.
Yeah.
And this movie came out the same time all the first rounds of the comic book movies were coming out.
Well, no. They found out they were making a movie based on the characters in a comic book, Blunt Man and Chronic, who was based on
Them in real life.
them in real life, right? So they went to go get their money from
No,
Miramax.
they actually wanted to stop the film.
Well, yeah, stop the film. They wound up beating up the guys from American Pie. Pie
Jason
Fucker
Biggs.
And, yeah.
Mouth.
That's. Hey, I'm quoting on this one, okay? It's not my words.
Jason
I'm
Biggs
quoting.
and the guy who played Dawson.
Yeah, the sissy.
Vanderbeek.
There you go. James Vanderbeek, I
Yes.
think it is. Yeah.
I don't know. I never watched Dawson's Creek.
I kind of like one episode and was like, oh my god,
He was
dude's a
good
freaking pea.
He was.
I can't see.
He was good and apt pupil though, as the somewhat psychotic
Wait,
teenager.
Oh, I can say pussy. It's another word for cat.
Yes.
It's not a curse word. And yes, I'm calling him a cat. He is a tiny, furry little
Cat.
cat. Yes.
Okay.
We'll just leave it at that.
But they're
Anybody's
trying to
listening.
get from Jersey to Los Angeles or Hollywood to
Right.
stop the filming. And
God, I wish somebody would call in. I want to call somebody. I'm tempted to call myself. I just don't have a
you
phone
don't have
on
a phone.
me. Let me borrow your phone.
No.
I want to call in.
No.
Why?
'Cause you used my phone enough today.
Fair enough.
It's my phone. It's not how people get a hold of Taylor. It's Liz's phone, so work can get a hold of Liz.
Well, the only people that have called you so far today have been robots.
And
Well, and other Liz, but
yeah.
I mean, aside from that,
It's my phone.
okay, you tell her that. Well, she'll wind up hearing it now. Anyways, let's move on so we're not airing issues over the phone.
Over the phone, over the air.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave you here and go have a cigarette if you keep that up. I had to listen to you eat candy.
wait, you could hear that?
Yes.
Awesome. That was 3 Crunch Bars and a Butterfinger, by the way. At least you can't hear me drink. But, all right, so, yeah, the whole movie on the premise of that is he's just trying to rescue this stupid orangutan. It's not a
Well-
monkey, even though he keeps calling it that.
They get picked up by 4 female lesbian jewel thieves.
Well, 3 are... Well, they're not lesbians. They're just...
Watch the special features, man. There were 2 couples.
They wound up screwing the pizza guy when he came in.
Yeah.
And then the one chick in the end, winds up getting with Jay.
Shannon Elizabeth,
Right. Ironically enough, Jay, yes, he actually has a girlfriend.
who's in jail.
Yeah, he winds up losing her by the time Clerks 2 comes out somehow.
I think she's just in jail. He went into rehab, she went to jail.
Oh, right. And he did remain pretty loyal to her throughout the Clerks 2. I mean, he wasn't out chasing after any chicks or nothing.
Well, if you remember Dogma, he does think about guys when he masturbates.
That's true.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
I swear I didn't come in you, Bruce. And I have just made Taylor lose it. Yes!
So, yeah, it's a great movie. You got to watch it. If you watch any part of the series.
And it's got Eliza Dushku.
True.
In a...
Mark Hamill.
Well...
Carrie Fisher.
No more Harry Bush-nuns.
Chris Rock.
George Carlin again, as a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot in the mouth if it'll get me a couple miles down the road.
Oh, that sucks, man. He won't be able to. He's
dead.
God rest him. And he'd probably hate me for saying God rest him.
Well, he actually didn't have a problem with God until his wife died.
Yeah.
And that's understandable.
Even then, he didn't have a problem with other people's beliefs, just not them pushing it on him.
Well, I think that's just about how everyone feels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so... But they're going across country to try and get the movie stopped.
Real quick, I'm going to go door to door and push paganism onto all the Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses just to see how they like it.
I tend to scare the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons when they knock on my door. But they normally knock on my door when I'm cooking something, so I answer the door with a freaking 10-inch French knife in my hand.
I'm just going out with a foam slaughtered cat or something and invite him inside.
I have answered the door holding a nice big bloody piece of liver, but that's just me.
But, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah?
Movie.
They're trying to get across country to stop the filming of the movie. They kick Sean Astin Scott out of the van full of women.
Mm-hmm. Because he admitted he would have sex with a sheep.
Yeah. He's not one of us. He's a sheep.
Sheep effer.
Yeah. Well, prior to that, they get picked up by the Scooby Gang at one point in time.
Oh, yeah. Get them all baked.
Yeah. They get to California. Apparently there's a union for drug dealers.
Yep.
They get on the set they get into the Miramax. They end up in Goodwill Hunting too.
Oh, wait. Before that, though, when they find out, apparently Jay is part of a union for drug dealers, for pot, though.
Yeah.
And he meets his counterpart, who is a black guy, who also has a counterpart to Silent Bob, who's still a white guy, but dresses a bit more like Jay than he does.
Yeah, well, the clothes were kind of backwards.
And so, yeah, it was really funny because, even the other dude just pointed at things.
I don't know what the hell you just said, man.
But you touched me right here, and that's special.
Wasn't that Tracy Morgan in that part?
I think so, yeah.
Just the voice. And I love when they're on the set, Scream 4.
Oh,
making fun of Wes Craven.
Yeah, it was the orangutan.
Yeah.
Was the
Suzanne.
Killer, yeah. Wait, was that the orangutan's actual name?
Yes.
Oh. He just always called it Jesse's monkey through the whole movie.
Yeah, but no. If you recall, at the end of Mallrats, they're walking down a highway with the orangutan in between them.
Oh, yeah.
And it says Suzanne will return in...
That's right, yeah.
But Suzanne will return in Dogma, and she doesn't.
Yeah. They were required to do Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back because they promised that the orangutan would return.
Yes, that's the entire reason that movie got made.
Of course, it also explains why they no longer have the orangutan in Dogma, being as Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back happens between chasing Amy and Dogma.
Yeah. So. And Will Ferrell plays the park ranger.
Yeah, who's a complete moron.
Oh, God. Liberate apes before imprisoning apes.
Clit.
No, that was labia.
Or labia, yeah. And then there was clit. The coalition
to liberate itinerant
tree dwellers.
Yeah.
There he goes.
You gotta love the interesting things they slide into those movies.
Yeah, I know, right? And of course the video of Jay with
we're
what
not
do you
going
think
into
of the
that.
clit? And he's like just rubbing his nose on it and stuff. Oh, jeez. I gave the movie, I believe I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4 too. I liked the movie. The soundtrack was great.
Yeah. Oh, and then
And how often do you get to see Morris Day and the Time in a movie?
True, or better yet, how often do you get to see Mark Hamill as Cockknocker getting into a lightsaber battle with, a couple of potheads?
George Lucas is gonna sue somebody.
Yeah.
Just call me Darth Ball.
Bong. So, and then, okay. So the next, what did you rate it again?
4.
4 as well? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. And then the next installation would be Clerks 2. The two morons get out of rehab. Randall and Dante both work for a burger joint.
Well, because Randall burnt down the Quick Stop.
Right.
He left the coffee maker on. He thought it was the terrorists. It's really interesting because the entire beginning of the movie starts out almost exactly like Clerks.
Mm-hmm.
And then they open the gates and, hey, everything's on fire and in color.
And Dante closes the gates and he's just like standing there looking at it.
I would have the same reaction, I think.
I'd close it so I wouldn't get my face fried off.
But they end up working at movies.
Yeah.
With the born-again Christian Elias.
Oh, yeah.
And Rosario Dawson.
Who, by the way, if you're not familiar with Elias, he was in Mallrats as well.
Who was he in Mallrats?
He was an extra, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the background.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Kevin Smith apparently just uses the same people over and over and over again. Except for Rosario Dawson, because she's so awesome you can only use her once.
And the guy from Dawson Creek, and the guy, the pie fucker. Again, it's a quote.
Well, no, it's still profanity.
It's a quote.
It's still profanity. Call him a pie lover.
It doesn't have, but that's an incorrect quote.
But that's how they, when they show the movie on TV, that's how they do it.
Hey there, puppies. Hi. Well, better get going.
So,
okay. So then in this one, I believe the main topic of everything is
the donkey show.
The A to M.
Well, that's part of it.
The ASS to mouth.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part, and it is okay in the heat of the moment.
Says you.
I've had other people agree with me on this, including a chick.
Oh, one chick and probably like 20 guys. Uh-huh.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, would you kiss her afterwards? No.
If she used mouthwash. Hey, let's flip it. If a chick wanted me to lick her back there, would she kiss me afterwards? Probably after mouthwash. Just saying.
How do we get on these topics?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I just made a Lord of the Rings freak so upset that he puked.
They're not gay, they're hobbits.
I just love the What Would Jesus Do boxer shorts.
Yeah, right?
And pillow pants.
Yeah. So...
Okay, so the premise is Dante is getting ready to actually...
knuckle down and get married.
Get married
right.
to
a control freak.
Yeah, his future wife is played by Kevin Smith's real-life wife.
I hope he's not trying to tell her anything.
Oh, no.
I hope she's not listening to this either.
Well, she also was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as one of the jewel thieves.
It's true.
I think he just puts her in the movies to be like, hey, I'm a fat guy who Southwest Airlines charged me for two seats, but this is my wife.
Yeah. Who easily enough fits in the second seat. And yet still has to pay for yet another seat. He's not that fat, though. That's the thing. Why? Like, okay, there's a little spillage on the armrest, so you charge him for 2 freaking seats? Screw that. I'd sue.
Oh, no, he just completely embarrassed them.
What'd he do?
No, he tweeted about it, put it up on Facebook. It was a thing when it happened.
Seriously, you can't do that. That's prejudice right there. Just because somebody's overweight, you charge them for an extra seat. Now, I can see if they literally filled up both seats, then you should probably leave a few empty seats on that side of the plane, just even things out a bit. But, okay, I'm kidding. That was uncalled for.
That was awful.
I know.
Okay, so...
I've never been called a good person.
I can understand why. You're kind of a dick.
Language.
What? Richard Ripple.
All right, well.
How are you in my phone again? Oh, yeah, Dick Ripple.
Because it's my bar name. See, okay, I think I'm going to use that as my DJ name from now on. So when I go through this claim, I'll be like, welcome to Video Spotlight. My name is Dick Ripple.
You got to drop your voice if you're going to do that. Okay, so back to Clerks 2.
So,
Dante is going to grow up and get married. And Randall wants to throw him a bachelor party.
That has a donkey show.
And Dante has knocked up Rosario Dawson's character, Becky.
Right.
Who is his boss.
Yeah.
For some reason, Dante keeps ending up painting women's fingernails and toenails for them.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's become kind of a thing for him, apparently.
Some people have fetishes.
Apparently he's pretty good at it.
Toenails?
Well, the funny thing is apparently he's really good at it in real life, too.
That's just creepy.
Yeah. Now, whether he likes to do it in real life or not, I don't know. But
the... Okay, what's your favorite scene from that movie?
Oh, man.
If you steal mine, I'm going to kick you.
There's just so many in that. Oh, jeez. There's the whole ATM conversation.
Of course you like that one.
Well, when they find out that the donkey is the one that gets screwed.
No, that the guy's name is Kelly.
Yeah, and the donkey is the one that, like I said,
the
gets screwed.
donkey's name is Kelly.
Yeah, and the guy screws the donkey. Police bust in and all that stuff. This is great.
Because the smoke machines.
Yeah. Let's see, and then...
I always love the Silence of the Lambs dance. I'm bored. Boredom leads to relapse.
And then, Jay does his nipple dance.
Yeah, he does the Silence of the Lambs dance.
Which a buddy of mine, if somehow you're listening to this show, and I taunted you forever about knowing why Jay does the nipple dance, I lied. I didn't know until I saw the movie.
Why he does the nipple dance?
Yeah, he did it because he was bored. But
yeah.
No, but I was messing with a buddy of mine, and it was just funny. I
admire his tuck.
So, Shaggy, I'm sorry. I lied to you. I didn't know. I just wanted to mess with your head. It was funny.
Oh, you want to mess with somebody's head? Never.
Me? No. It was a one-time thing.
Uh-huh.
Back in college when I was still experimenting. No, I was kidding.
So you were experimental in college, huh? What did you do? No.
Mess with people's heads.
Which one?
It was part of the psych classes. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. No way in hell I'm going there. So.
And but yeah, okay. So what was yours?
When Jay does the Silence of the Lambs dance, and then the entire Dante, I'm pregnant, and he drops her.
Yeah.
May your first child be a masculine one.
Yeah. And then, the other part was, throughout the whole movie, his boss has this crush on Dante's character. And
well, he nailed her on the make table.
Well, yes. Apparently more than once as well.
Well, you know.
And
Randall just continuously messes with Elias because Elias is a Lord of the Rings fan and a born-again Christian.
Yeah, by the way, the Lord of the Rings series and The Hobbit were also banned by the Catholic Church, so the irony of that one is just funny as well. I don't know why that one was banned, though. Like use of magic, pagan deities, things like that, I guess.
All that wonderful stuff like
quote-unquote pagan deities.
Why Harry Potter got banned. Magic, it's evil. It will make you be an evil person.
Yeah, apparently watching Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Dogma, and various other movies will make you a Satanist.
Okay, can you do me a favor?
I just thought being a jerk made you a Satanist.
No. Killing babies, ritual murder, things like that make you a Satanist. Being a jerk just makes you an asshole. I mean,
you would know.
Yes, and I'm not a Satanist. But I am
a jerk.
I'm a devout jerk. Started a new religion, the Holy Church of the Jerk.
That sounds like you watch a lot of porn.
Jeez.
Okay, so
Where do you
back
think
to
Where do you
Clerks
think
2.
the other jerk guys will learn their pickup lines? All
There
right,
is an
so
entire site for that. Well, there's multiple websites.
know.
Yeah.
what did you rate Clerks 2?
I gave it 4.5. I like it. It's
Thinking back, I gave it I think a 4 as well. But I think looking back on it, it was probably another one of my favorite movies, and I would actually give that one a 5. So
it's an all-around solid movie. It's very flippant and bizarre.
to say the least.
And if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know the kind of people that work in restaurants, and it's rather truthful.
Yeah.
The only one that's better for what people are like in a restaurant is waiting.
True.
Except for the whole, bodily fluids in food, because nobody does that.
Yeah. There was a guy in
No.
I can't remember the name of the freaking state. It was on this was actually on the
Oh,
news.
the lettuce stander?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Burger King in Ohio. He
Yeah.
posted it on 4chan, and they tracked him down within like 15 minutes.
Yeah. If you're going to do something that is obviously illegal, don't talk about it.
Don't post pictures of it on the interweb.
Yeah, and if I find out somebody has ever done that to me, I'll kill you. And cops can quote me on this one.
I will do awful things to your food.
Your days of being a chef are numbered.
Your days of, don't mind the taste of almonds. Start slipping fish into everything you eat. Watch you explode.
And almonds is actually a sure sign of cyanide.
Yeah, bitter almonds.
Yeah. So, but I don't know, and it's actually not really the taste of almonds, since apparently cyanide is relatively tasteless. It's the smell of on the breath of in the mouth of the dead person. Since cyanide's usually ingested, ironically enough, if you inject it to them, their mouth still smells like almonds.
Oh,
It's because it goes through your pores too.
yeah, it's the vascular system.
Yeah, and your tongue has pores. But no, I would actually give Clerks 2 a 5 at this point.
Yeah, it's a good, solid, all-around movie. I like it.
And of course, I'm waiting for the up-and-coming Clerks 3, which will be coming out in 2013. And this had better be a good one. I swear to God, if this is a worse sequel,
Then
I don't know. But I'll think of something when I find out how good it is. But being as it's, Kevin Smith, it will probably
it's the
be a
whole
good
gang
one.
back together again.
Well, it's all the people who are wanted, and then the 2 who aren't. Ironically enough, Jay and Silent Bob, they save the world, or at least help, and get absolutely no freaking credit for it.
But they do get their mother blanking movie check and go and beat everybody who badmouthed them on the internet.
Yeah, who bowed back. Yeah.
That was the entire movie. The entire reason why they were trying to get people or get the movies stop the movie from being made is because, of course, it was getting badmouthed on moviepoopshoot.com.
We should start up a website called Movie Poop Shoot.
It already exists.
Gay. Boycotting it. Because it's not my idea.
You're such a dick.
Oh, language again.
That's not profanity.
Really? What's
Yeah.
the technical definition of a dick then?
Richard,
Fair enough.
Mr. Ripple.
Fair enough. Fair
I'll
enough.
just call you Ripple from now on.
All right, so we got about 15 minutes left. If anybody wants to call in, now would be a great time to do it. It's 414-935-2951. That's 414-935-2951. We got to come up with a little word thing to do for the number that works for our show.
Well, one does not have any letters associated with it.
So we make it like an I.
But that'll be confusing.
No, we'll just...
Actually, no. I think one actually now does have letters
Well, let
associated.
me check the phone.
Let me check my phone, which is in my pocket.
It does not. At least not on that phone.
See, that's the
I
thing.
think it does on cell phones, though.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. No, it does not on cell phones.
Ah! Epic fail.
It's the button for voicemail on my phone.
For me, it's the one.
You don't have a phone?
but when I do, it's the one.
You don't have a phone.
All right.
Should get you one of those 80s brick phones.
So, I tell you what, people, for all you listening out there, if you want, you can call in. Again, the number is 414-935-2951. Or, if you have recommendations on anything we should do for shows, feel free to visit us on Facebook at Video Spotlight. Excuse me. Burp. But, yeah, Video Spotlight. That's right.
Or if you want to join us on the show and discuss random movies. Seeing as we're actually trying to move away from the horror movies now that we're almost at Thanksgiving. Dude, seriously?
There. Now Liz is no longer on the show. There
Fine.
you go. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go smoke then.
Oh, jeez, come on. We got like 12 minutes left.
No, we've got 7 minutes left.
Well, yeah.
Read the sign.
Yeah, and it said the attention producers, our archive is pre-scheduled to record on the hour, and make sure you start on the hour as exactly as possible. And underlined, make sure to wrap up 5 minutes before the end of your hour, using a piece of music to end if possible. So we'll just have me sing for the last 5 minutes.
Oh God. Anybody who listens and is in a band and you want to have a 5-minute piece of music played at the end of Video Spotlight, we could use a theme song.
Yeah, we also need about like a 2-minute intro as well. Would be nice.
Well, if we get a 5-minute song, then play the little first blurb at the beginning and
then play the whole thing at the end.
yes, I want a 5-minute long punk song. I know they don't exist normally, but I
Metal.
want one.
Metal.
Punk.
Metal.
Punk.
Metal.
Punk.
Metal.
Punk.
Metal.
Punk.
Hybrid.
Gypsy punk.
Is that a crack on me being a piker?
Yes.
Beat you with the microphone.
And I will light your 360 on fire.
Don't you? I'll burn your Wii. Somehow.
Burn your... Never mind.
I'll light your cat on fire. And I mean cat, not anything else.
Wouldn't do that to Otto.
No. I
She's
like
too
the little
cute and
fuzzball.
cuddly.
She headbutted me this morning, by the way.
Oh, that's good. I hope it hurt.
Kind of did, actually. It was right in my eye.
Well, it could be worse. She jumped in the bathtub with me on Thursday.
Apparently, I left the toilet seat up once and the cat jumped in there.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's all your fault. My cat is going crazy because you're a jerk.
I do nothing bad to your cat.
Liar!
What have I ever done bad to your cat?
I don't know. You must do it when I'm not watching, though.
How? What? Your cat comes around me all the time. If I was doing horrible things to your cat, that cat would not come near me. Let's be honest on this one. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Yeah, but Travis outside.
Oh. Come on. I'm trying to get him in for like 5 minutes of the last 10 here.
Well, you can talk to Travis. I'm going to go have a cigarette.
Oh, you suck. All right. Well.
Like a Hoover.
All right, so we got a guest speaker in right now.
Travis.
Travis. And Liz is going to go out and take about 9 minutes off her life. And Travis, we've
How's it going?
we've been
How's it going?
pretty good. How you doing, buddy?
Not bad.
Well, we were discussing the Kevin Smith movie series. You know, with Jay and Silent Bob and all that, starting with Clerks, currently ending with Clerks 2, and then the up-and-coming Clerks 3 in 2013. So which one of those, are you familiar with those movies? Clerks, Mallrat, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, then Clerks 2.
I think I've seen part of Clerks, but I was too drunk when I watched it. And I've seen Clerks 2, and I've seen Silent Bob Strike Back.
Okay, so, what was your take on the movies?
Not bad. A way to kill some time.
Yeah. Is that better?
It didn't strike me as brilliant, but
Well,
just barely above average.
it's pretty much like an hour and a half dick and fart joke, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, but it's at least funny, and a lot of movies try to go for that kind of aspect, and they don't quite make it. It just comes off as being, like, blah.
Yeah.
You know, just either comes off as retarded or just stupid in
There's all
general.
the jokes you've already heard before growing up. So.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like you got to come up with something new, and Kevin Smith seems to be able to constantly do that through all of his films, and especially reusing characters like Jay and Silent Bob, who have been in all of his movies. Dante, who was the main guy from the first Clerks and the second one, has made an appearance in almost all of them. The only things I haven't seen him in were Dogma, I think.
I
Actually.
never saw that one.
Oh, okay. That one's pretty funny. Linus Morissette is God.
Ah.
So the irony on that is great. Well, let me ask you. Have you ever listened to the show before?
No.
Oh, jeez. You have to go to Facebook. Video Spotlight.
I've listened to some other people's shows, but not yours yet. So.
I have a grand following of my show of 8 people. I can constantly listen to it, myself included. It's sad. It's alright. I'm not giving up, though.
No, I wouldn't.
No. Heck no, I got my own radio show. How many people can say that? You know?
A few hundred.
Yeah, true. But if you think about it in percentage-wise with the rest of the population, how many people can say that? Like, easily less than 0.1%, like 0.01.
The entire city probably.
Yeah, you can
Most.
you can probably take all the people who have a radio show and stick them in one city and actually populate that city
For the nation. Yeah.
in like Arkansas. In the middle of nowhere. New Hampshire, yeah, in the middle of nowhere, next to an old army base. Missile silo, in fact, which is in the middle of a cornfield. Isn't that creepy enough that all the military targets happen to be in the middle of cornfields?
Because who wants to bomb a field?
Right, but everybody knows.
You want to bomb the field because then you take out the food supply.
Yeah, exactly. You know, for all you who live on farms, remember, you're a prime target. That's right.
Well,
Well, that in any major telecommunications center.
Right, yeah. And obviously any major city that has any kind of port where it's
and all radio and television too.
yeah, a boat
Power
port,
plants.
major power sources, because not all of them are plants. Some of them have the little windmill things and solar.
Bridges and freeway
Yeah.
interchanges.
Yeah.
Railroad tracks.
Which means
Yeah.
Milwaukee meets all of those. Not much in the way of crops, but
A lot of food flows through Milwaukee.
that's
so.
true. I mean, we have ports by train. We have
Well, there's
ports by
old,
boat. We have
Nike
train
missile silos
depots.
out in Waukesha.
That's true. But if it hits Waukesha, fallout would reach us, but not the actual blast itself. Unless they come out with bigger yield missiles. But
Yeah, but I'd be kind of bummed if they bombed Waukesha. My family lives out there.
oh,
Yeah, it's,
you know where they can bomb when I'm gone, and everybody I know is gone? Milwaukee. Sorry, that horrible
very
walk.
uplifting.
Mr.
I know.
Ripple.
I'm kidding.
Well, it's 5 minutes to 6, so it's time to start wrapping up.
It is. All right. Well, Travis, thanks for
fun.
coming on the show. And if you wait a few minutes, we'll be out there. We can talk to you some more. So yeah.
So I leave you boys alone for like 4 minutes, and you end up talking about bombing Milwaukee. What the hell?
For the record, if any police officers or feds or whatever are listening, I personally have no intentions of bombing anything.
And neither do I.
Right. Yes, and neither does Travis. Just because we know how to make them doesn't mean no, I'm just kidding. No. In all reality, we neither one of us have any intention of doing so. I'm assuming Liz doesn't either.
Never assume anything.
Yeah, it's true. Fine. Well, for my own self, I will say I have no intention of doing so. Travis has already said he doesn't. Liz, you're on your own.
How did you guys go from Clerks to talking about military installations?
I don't know, actually.
There is something magical about this little area that we just get way off topic all
At least
the time.
us. The other radio shows tend to stay on topic. We're the only one that doesn't.
Well, apparently we just suck like that.
But at least we got to finish the show, though. We talked about everything we planned to talk about first.
Which is, well, I had to keep yelling at you to get back on track.
Yes, I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna start giving
we
you
got 3
like,
minutes here. Zombies running. Yes or no?
No.
No, I'd
No.
say yes, evolutionary process. It happens.
No. We covered this before.
No, we didn't cover the whole thing on the last show. Remember, we forgot
Well,
about it.
yeah, but as you decay, your ligaments are going to snap.
I know, but
There's no blood flow.
Yeah, I think I agree with what Travis just said. The older ones should be able to. I mean, the younger ones, the newer ones should be able to, but the older ones
Oh,
not.
well,
So you should have both.
Death Valley, that show we were watching, the cop show.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
think it was
wasn't Death
Death-
Valley. That was part of LA, but it was.
Well, it was in the valley, so I believe they called it Death Valley. But they actually kind of covered that from that angle.
yeah.
Fresh zombies run, and the other ones just kind of
Right.
shamble.
Yeah. And what the heck was the name of that show?
I think it was Death Valley, or Dead Valley, or something.
I don't remember. Dang.
It was Reno 911 plus
Zombies,
the undead.
werewolves, vampires. Well, werewolves aren't undead. They are still 100% alive. They're just have a little extra to them.
Okay, yeah, no.
They come off looking like twisted Ewoks in the show. They do.
You're a twisted Ewok.
No, they look like. Oh no.
You're a
Actually,
hairless Wookiee.
no, they look like Michael J. Fox on Teen Wolf.
Well, you know,
That's what they look
it was
like.
on MTV. What do you expect?
True.
So, no, running zombies. Not after
Fresh
like
ones?
Not after like 3 days.
I'd say a week.
Yeah, well, either way.
I mean, how often are you gonna really, come across a
We're
fresh
pretty
zombie
safe
really
from a
anyway,
zombie
so.
apocalypse in Milwaukee because of the way the weather is around here,
Yeah, and if it happens during summer,
or fall, or spring, or even winter.
if it happens during summer, we'd probably be screwed.
No, not with the high heat and humidity.
They decay faster, sure, but
Yeah.
it would. You know how many people die during summer?
Yeah.
the heat?
Well, you know how many people die during winter because of the cold?
Yes,
or
but-
heart attacks while snow
then
shoveling?
But they freeze,
Okay.
and so we don't have to worry about them unless they stay in the house. In which
Well,
case
no,
they're fresh.
it is time to wrap up.
Yeah, all right.
This has been Video Spotlight. We are not responsible for anything we say.
Well, Liz is actually responsible for everything we say. All right, everybody.
Good night.
See you.